first ornament we're going to make is the finals ornament. I have these toothpicks, gold toothpicks, and I want to cut them in half. So then you're going to glue your toothpicks onto little cooking ones. Your 3 pieces glued to your toothpicks. I've already glued the hearts onto the toothpicks. Also glued a toothpick to the back of our number 7. And now we need to attach the metal onto our ribbons. This is way more ribbon than you're going to need, so you'll be cutting the extra off, but getting the charm on there is a little tricky. So now you've got your metal, and we are going to glue this onto our number 7. Put some glue on top of the 7. So now we have a metal here, and we're just going to wrap our ribbon around the back, and then put glue on the back and the 7. And attach our ribbons. See, I knew I was going to do that on camera. Now you've got it all glued together. Now you need to cut the excess ribbon off. So that's what it should look like when you're done. See that? Okay. It's hard to do a video without someone manning the camera. And I'm just going to put some extra glue on here just to keep the ends from fraying, even though it's Spider-Man ornament and it's probably not going to fray anyway, but you know. So there's your 7. Now we will assemble. So you have your red little base here. Coat. I think that toothpick is long enough. Just want to put it there-ish. Okay. This is just a tad long, so I like to trim it just a little bit. Okay, so then we're going to put in our hearts. I put here and now towards the back. that one is usually the tallest. How many hearts? I trim this one just a little bit. It's like yay long. And I stick that in here. Good thing is this is styrofoam, so if you stick it in the wrong place, you can take it out and stick it somewhere else. I also trim the If I Give My Heart one just a little bit. If I Give My Heart. And then, anyway, I trim that just a smidge. And just teensy tiny bit. And then put it right here off to the side. And the last thing you're going to put in is your 7. Okay, so that's what we got there. Now what we're going to do, take our Baltimore card. Take our Baltimore card, and we're going to want to stick it inside our ornament. So I get the hot glue and put glue on the 4 corners. Then, careful not to burn yourself. I fold it just a smidge and put it right in the middle of our ornament. So now I'm gonna kind of hold this in here for just a minute or two. Hot glue dries really quick, so then we're going to want to make sure that this stays in place in our ornament, so we need to glue it into the ornament. So we'll just set it in here. I'm going to put some glue on the back here. Set it in our ornament. And then you're going to want to hold for a few minutes. Oh, snap. Alright, silly me. I forgot to glue our toothpicks in before gluing it into the ornament. So, hold please. I'm going to take out our jacket here and put some glue on the bottom of our toothpick and push that into place. It's all stuck down. Nothing's gonna rattle around in there. That should be good and stuck. Then you're gonna take your sequins. I like to put them in this half. Now, you kind of have to play around with these until you've got just the right amount. Sometimes it's too many, sometimes it's not enough. Put the 2 halves together. And you have to do some settling to get the sequins to try and go down around the bottom. once you've got all the sequins in here that you want, what you're going to do is pull this back apart, and these come open ridiculously easy. So to keep an explosion of sequins from happening when this falls off your tree or you drop it somehow, I found it's best to glue the halves together. So I take my inside of my piece and put like a little bead of glue down around the bottom, and then seal it up, and be quick because it's gonna stick. So there you have it. That is how to make the finals ornament. Okay, now we're going to make the semi-final ornament. So you're going to take your smaller ornament. You have these toothpicks. So these long toothpicks you're going to need to cut in half. I have already glued the clock to a toothpick and glued the Lucky Charm onto the clock. Now we need to glue sticks onto our MNC. Okay, now we will glue our sticks onto our fish. Okay, now we have everything on sticks. Now we're ready to start assembling. Got our base. We'll put in our letters first. And put our fish. Birds, our fish, and the last thing you're going to put in is your clock. Oops. Okay. So now that we have our toothpicks where we want them, we will glue everything into place. And then we're going to want to glue this whole thing into your ornament. Next, we're going to get some of our filling here of sequins and stuff. Put them in. You have to play around with the amount until you get an amount that you like. And then we snap the two halves together. You know what? Let me do this differently. Let's put these sequins and stuff on this half. Now, you'll want to shake it around until you get it all down around under the styrofoam. last thing we're going to do is glue this together. And there you have it.